guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting off this look with my eyelids prepped and primed and my eyebrows on, and I'm taking the shade Laetus. Anyway, that shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I'm just taking a large fluffy brush and blending that right up into my brow bone and really blowing this shade out, but building up the color quite dramatically. Then I'm going to be taking the next shade, which is from the Morphe 35O palette. It's row 4, shade 7 across. And I'm just taking a smaller blending brush to really focus this into the crease. Then moving back to the Shade and Light palette, I am taking Lucius. And I'm blending that again right into that crease as well to deepen up the crease and transition area, and using small circular motions to really blow out and blend out that shadow. Then we're going to be taking Samael just on a smaller pencil brush, and then I'm just going to be focusing this really on the outer V. As you can see, I'm just packing it on and then slightly feathering it in a little bit to blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush we used earlier to blend out the edges and to make sure that there's no harsh lines and everything's nice and seamless and kind of melting into one. Then I'm going to add a little bit of red ochre from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to apply that all over the top to give the shadows a nice, really kind of red hue to the look. As you can see, that red ochre definitely brings out the red in the rest of those shades. Then I'm just going to take that large fluffy brush and blend out all the edges to make sure no harsh lines are happening. Then I'm going to cut my crease using the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and I'm just taking a synthetic brush to pack that onto the lid and kind of carve out the crease. As you can see here, I'm taking my time, I'm building it up, and once I have got my desired intensity and the opacity that I'm after, I'm going to set it all down with the white shade from the Shade and Lights Eye Palette. Again, just pack that all over the lid to make sure that none of that concealer transfers up into our crease. Then I'm going to move on and do my other eye, and voila, it is done. Then we're going to blend out the edges using a little bit of red ochre just on that same blending brush we used with the color earlier, just to feather out the edges to make sure that it's not super harsh and, like, you know, not blended and not looking super cute. Then I'm going to start applying some glitter. I'm going to be taking the NYX Roll On Shimmer in Nude and a little bit of Too Faced glitter glue, applying the glitter glue and then rolling out a little bit of the shimmer onto the back of my hand and then pressing it over the top. Then we're going to move on to some more chunky glitter. This is Champagne Bubbly from Violet Voss. Again, just a little bit of glitter glue and then applying that all over the lid, really packing it on until I've got it as glittery and as kind of intense and packed on as I want. And then I'm just going to lightly blend out the edges to make sure it's not super harsh. And then we're going to move on to our face. I will have a new foundation routine coming out soon, but anyway, face is done. And I also applied my winged liner as well. Then I'm going to set everything down using my Mercier. This is just a translucent pressed powder. It's really good at controlling oils. Just pressing that on using my beauty blender that I used when I applied my foundation. Then we're going to move on to our lower lash line, taking that first shade that we used just on a small pencil brush and applying that along the lower lash lines and really smoking that out. I'm actually taking that quite far down. Then we're going to be taking the next shade, which was that Lucius shade, and I'm just applying that again just all over my lower lash line and really smoking it out, blending it quite far down my lower lash line. And then we're going to be taking a little bit of red ochre, and I am just going to be focusing that a bit more onto the outer kind of edges of my eyes and then blending it all out with a large fluffy brush. Then we're going to move on to bronzing our face. This is the Models Prefer Soft Touch bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze up my face because I'm looking hell pale at the moment. So blending that all over my face, so just along my cheeks, top of my forehead. I am going to run it a little bit down my neck as well to make sure I'm all looking, you know, one color. Then we're going to move on to contouring and using my same old Park Avenue Princess bronzer for my contour. So I'm just doing underneath my cheeks, along my forehead, moving on to blush, and I'm applying Fetching from the Tarte blush palette that I have. So I'm just mainly focusing this on the backs of my cheeks and then blending it onto the apples of my cheeks. Then we're going to be taking Stila Kitten eyeshadow, and I'm just applying this to my inner corners and also my brow bone as well for my kind of eye highlights. Then we're going to be moving on to highlighting our actual face, and I'm taking Opal Liquid Illuminizer from Becca, that's the brand, from Becca, and I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, and then apply good old MAC Soft and Gentle. I love this highlighter, guys. I don't think I will ever get over it. It's so beautiful, and especially when you apply that illuminizer, it's fab. Then we're going to apply some lashes. The lashes that I'm using are Electra from Socialize eyelashes, and I just applied a little bit of mascara as well, and I love those lashes. They are amazing, so beautiful. Then I'm going to be moving on to my liquid lip. I did apply this one, which is Choke, I think, from Tarte. I'll leave the name down below, but I thought it was just a little bit too brown and I wanted a little bit more berry into it, so then I just took Androgyny from Jeffree Star and applied that over the top. And that, guys, is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a like, thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.